Welcome back to BookMasher Design Tips. This is design tip number 2. We're going to talk about the correct page sizing for no bleed pages. This is the size that you want to have for your actual content inside of an 8.5 by 11 or a 6 by 9. In Kindle Direct, the recommended content boxes, that's where your live area is going to be of your word search, your crossword puzzle, or your book itself. It varies depending on the trim size of your book. The minimum is 0.25, but we're going to recommend a 0.35. And the reason is sometimes, even if you have it 0.25, you may have 100 pages and there's one or two of them that you just missed sizing, and you have to start completely over on the upload of the manuscript. How do I know this? I did one yesterday 5 different times trying to get the exact size to a 0.25 margin. Putting it at a 0.35 margin, you're guaranteed that all the pages will fit correctly on the first time you upload your manuscript. I'm going to show you on a word search puzzle how to do this. I've had to show this several times to my VA to get the exact sizing. We're going to recommend a 0.35 margin on all sides. What does that mean to you? Here's the trim size of the book, and here is the content box size. We're going to build an 8.5 by 11 today. The content box, we need to make it less than at 7.8 inches wide by 10.3 tall is the maximum that we want to use inside of the final manuscript. I'm going to hop over to BookMasher. Here's the easiest way. Come over here to hit upload, choose files, and I'm going to upload this classic video games. Now we save all these as 8.5 by 11. So that's the trim size that we recommend that you use with KDP. Got 117 pages in here. I'm going to go click on it. It does a pretty decent job starting out. Let's see, all these fit like they are, but occasionally you're going to have this word search bounding box. Now you can make these bigger if you wanted to. I like to have them a little bit bigger to make them a little bit easier to read. But I'm just going to scroll through here real quick. These all look really good. They're ready to publish, basically. But if you want to make them bigger, here's the trick. Get rid of this white space first by doing this right here. Okay? Now, in future versions, you may not see that white space, but if you do, that's the very first thing that you do. And if you're going to resize, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it. Remember, it's 7.8 by 10.3 is the maximum we want. So there's a width. And I've also got to take into account, I have a title up here. That's about where I want to be. I'm going to center it right underneath the title. And you see how I centered it with that centering mark. So if you want to make these bigger, take out the white space first and just drag them. You want to leave at least a 3.5 margin. If you don't know what that is, you can always set your rulers, show rulers. And I want to add guides. This is one way to add a guide. Let's come down here and set it at, there we go. That's perfect. I'll pull that over to center it. That's going to give you a bigger puzzle than the way that we import them, okay? Again, you can always use your margins if you wanted to do that. Pump it down to the margin and center it. That looks good. Down here to the cut line and center. So this gives you plenty of space, you're not going to be uploading a manuscript and then saying you have to redo it. I'll do one more for you. Take away the white space and select it. I'm going to come down to this lower margin, which is set at 10.5, meaning if it's 11, the bottom margin is about 0.45. We're safe right there. Pull it down to that. Very easy to do. If you like them small like this with plenty of white space, you can just use it as it is. But I'm kind of like a little bit bigger puzzle. Pull it down and center it. Eliminate the white space. Pull it down to that lower guide and center it. This one is already set up, and center it. And last one I'll do. That's all there is to it. And the way you start is come up here and do the upload. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on another video.